But then people get into marriage 1, 2, 3 years down the road, and you wake up and look at this person. And you're like, how do I go on? You know? Or it could happen to the woman too. What do people do when they get to a point where they no longer feel?
Well, I think it goes back to studying the actions. So my wife and I, certainly there are days because of the drudgery of whatever the day is. There are days where you're not feeling it. But for the most part, I'm married to a woman that I'm still absolutely crazy about. And
that's what I want to know. How did you manage to stay crazy? Isn't that what we're asking? Yeah.
Listen, God doesn't. Our God isn't a God who would get you married for a mediocre life. He wouldn't get you married so that you could have average and mundane. That wouldn't be his. That's not our God, right? So we just have to kind of look at how He does things. Or for instance, study the actions. For God so loved the world that He. Okay, so when I'm giving, I'm expressing love. Love is not a feeling, but the feeling of love happens after the expression.
Did you hear that? Love is not a feeling, but the feeling of love happens after the expression.
Right? What did God say? He said, I will draw you near by my loving kindness. So people stop being kind to each other in a marriage. They start nagging and being critical and complaining. But when you were infatuation, think back to how you acted when you felt that way. You were writing notes, you were calling, you were saying kind words, you were building each other up with how you spoke. How does God build things? How did He build creation? He spoke. Okay, so how do we build things? He says, do not tear one another down with your words, but only use words to build each other up. So when I'm speaking about what God sees in you, right? You have a husband, say your husband, and you keep saying, well, he's lazy, and he doesn't treat me nice anymore, and he's not really a godly man, and he's not really, and you say these things out of your mouth, you're cursing your future, and you're cursing your marriage, and you're cursing your husband. So what you have to do is you have to build like God does. I married a man of God. He loves me richly. I am deeply loved and highly favored. I believe in Him. You know that God believes in your husband? God believes that your husband is more than an overcomer, that he's righteous, that he's holy, that he's blameless, that he has the same incomparably great power that He exerted in Christ when He raised Him from the dead dwells in that man. So that's how we talk. So when we talk and we begin to express our actions about the goodness of the other person, listen, you'll start to feel what you felt when you felt infatuated.
Oh, much